So look, as Trump has aged, he's obviously begun to be a bit reckless with his money. I mean, like the $400 million for a ballroom or millions and millions spent on golfing. He just doesn't understand that others may be a little bit more tactful with their money. And today, he sat with American oil companies and he pressured them into investing in the rebuilding of Venezuela's oil infrastructure. Now, Trump said that they would invest at least $100 billion and pressed all the oil executives to name their investment numbers. Now, the meeting went for well over an hour and a half and included an intermission for Trump to take questions from the press. Fox even seemed bored by the conversation as they cut coverage. Play the clip.
A lot of ways, so love that story.
We're going to keep our ears on this. The president meeting with oil executive here. This is truly a remarkable thing you are seeing. Keep in mind that Nicolas Maduro has not been extracted for yet a week, and yet they are gathering these people, the top oil companies in America, to be able to, one, Chevron is already there, to be able to go in and begin monetizing this capture, to begin rehabilitating the country.
I mean, it's so amazing that we're going to cut to commercial. Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 1 million subscribers. Look, we're getting there thanks to you. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share, because this stupidity, it's got to stop. Now, unsurprisingly, the public part of the meeting mostly focused on Trump and the press, though he did take a moment to admire the ballroom construction on his way into the meeting. Play that clip.
Well, I got to look at this myself. Wow. What a view. This is the door to the ballroom.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Always selling, right? Now, what he did say about Venezuela wasn't anything new. He claimed that they have stolen our oil, and now it's time for us to take it back. Play the clip.
But they stole our assets like we were babies, and the United States did absolutely nothing about it. So now we're doing everything about it. Now we're doing 500% about it, but it's a long time after the act took place. So they stole from us, and it was taken by socialists and communists at the time, and Venezuela was going bad, really bad. And as much oil as they have, they're producing almost nothing, which is just a system. So we're really, if you look at it, we're taking back what was taken from us. They took our oil industry. We built that entire oil industry, started a long time ago, but they took it, and they were very ungracious to this country, but now they're being very nice. American.
I mean, I'm not even sure I understand where he's going, but how many times have you heard Trump turn around and say, this group is going to invest $1 billion, group is investing $10 billion or $100 billion? Meanwhile, not one project has gotten off the ground so far. And ironically, in 2023, Trump said that Venezuela oil was garbage. I wonder why he wants it now. Play the clip.
But now we're buying oil from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where the oil, their oil is garbage. It's horrible. The worst you can get, tar. It's like tar. And to refine it, you need special plants. And Venezuelan oil, which is a heavy oil, very good oil, great oil. It's fantastic for certain things like asphalt roads. The best there is in the world for asphalt roads and other things.
It's sludge. And yes, the United States has companies that can actually extract it and make it usable. But I like how, what is it, like a fine wine, over time it gets better? Now, as expected, most of the meeting was actually done between the press and Trump. And on the topic of Venezuela, Caitlin Collins basically asked if Machado could bribe him. Play the clip.
Thank you so much. I have a question for you on Minneapolis, but on Venezuela and your meeting with Machado next week. If she gives you her Nobel Peace Prize, will that change your view about her running that country?
Well, I have to speak to her. I mean, I'm going to have to speak to her. She might be involved in some aspect of it. I will have to speak to her. I think it's very nice that she wants to come in, and that's what I understand the reason is, because Norway is very embarrassed by what took place. I mean, they're getting decimated. Look, whether people like Trump or don't like Trump, I settled 8 wars, big ones, some going on for 36 years, 32 years, 31 years, 28 years, 25 years, some just getting ready to start, like India and Pakistan. So Obama got the Nobel Prize. He had no idea why. He still has no idea. He walks around, he says, I got the Nobel Prize. Why did he get a Nobel Prize? He got it almost immediately upon attaining office, and he didn't do anything, and he was a bad president. So, I mean, you should...
Yeah, I don't want to say, I don't want to brag about it. Sure, but I think I deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. Here's one problem with that. The committee doesn't think so. And maybe it's because 8 wars have not been settled by you. Now, he continues, of course, to say that he is by far the most deserving of this prize. I mean, for God's sakes, we know he wants it. And the fact that Machado is even considering giving her prize does not mean that he's a Nobel Prize recipient. You could own the prize, but not be the one who received it. No different than if you go into a store that happens to be selling somebody's championship ring. Play the clip.
Yeah, in Pakistan, where already 8 jets were shot out of the air, and I got it done in rapid order without nuclear weapons. I can't think of anybody in history that should get the Nobel Prize more than me, and I don't want to be bragging, but nobody else settled wars. Obama got the
I mean, again, it just makes absolutely no sense. Now, Peter Doocy, he then teased Trump, asking if he would capture Putin next. Play the clip.
Trump, thank you. I do want to ask you about Minnesota, but first, just more on topic. President Zelensky said that he was watching with the rest of the world as you made this order to go and capture Nicolas Maduro. And he said, if that's how it works with dictators, then the United States knows what to do next. Sounds like he wants you to go and capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order a mission to go and capture Vladimir Putin?
Well, I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we're going to have I've always had a great relationship with him. I'm very disappointed. I settled 8 wars. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack, or maybe one of the easier ones. And I don't know if you know, Peter, the last month, they lost 31,000 people, many of them Russian soldiers, and the Russian economy is doing poorly. I think we're going to end up getting it settled. I wish we could have done it quicker, because a lot of people are dying, and mostly soldiers. You know, they get hit in Kiev and they get hit a little bit here and there, and people are dying there too. But
I have, again, no idea what he's talking about. Here's the crazy thing. If in fact that you want to stop a regime, a terrible regime, now I get it. Maduro is no Boy Scout. But then again, neither is Vladimir Putin. Doocy continued by asking Trump if he plans to bribe the people of Greenland with money. Play that clip.
How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, you know, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. And by the way, I'm a fan of Denmark too, I have to tell you, and you know, they've been very nice to me. I'm a big fan, but you know, the fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also, but we need that, because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger, there are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
You know, one of the big problems is it's tough talk, right? That's really what it is. When you have NATO who turns around and says, let me be very clear. The United States will not take Greenland. They will not. Now, will Greenland be for sale? I don't know. Everything's for sale, I suppose. That's, of course, assuming that they want to be bought. Now, Ducey also asked Trump about a new lapel pin that he's wearing. Play the clip.
It'll be democracy. Peter?
I do have a policy question, President Trump, but I'm having a hard time seeing here. I see the American flag lapel pin. What is the other lapel pin on
Somebody
your jacket?
gave me this. You know what that is? That's called a happy Trump. And considering the fact that I'm never happy, I'm never satisfied. I will never be satisfied until we make America great again, but we're getting pretty close, I'll tell you what. This is called a happy Trump. Somebody gave it to me. I put it on.
Thank you. And
Somebody gave it to me, but here's the beautiful thing. You can actually buy it on my merch store for $199. You too could have a happy Trump lapel pin. I mean, I'm serious. Somebody just happened to give it to him. Sure. Meanwhile, the press obviously asked about Minnesota. Caitlin Collins asked if Trump would have the FBI share information with the Minnesota officials. Play that clip.
Go ahead.
On Minneapolis, Mr. President, I have a follow-up for you. The state officials there have said that the FBI is not sharing evidence with them. Typically, they would conduct a joint investigation, as you know. Do you believe that the FBI should be sharing evidence with state officials in Minnesota?
Well, normally I would, but they're crooked officials. I mean, Minneapolis and Minnesota, what a beautiful place, but it's being destroyed. It's got an incompetent governor, fool. I mean, he's a stupid person. And it looks like the number could be $19 billion stolen from a lot of people, but largely people from Somalia. They buy their vote. They vote in a group. They buy their vote. They sell more Mercedes-Benzes in that area than almost. Can you imagine? You come over with no money, and then shortly thereafter you're driving a Mercedes-Benz. The whole thing is ridiculous. So they're very corrupt people. It's a very corrupt state. I feel that I won Minnesota. I think I won it all 3 times. Nobody's won it since Richard Nixon won it many, many years ago. I won it all 3 times, in my opinion. And it's a corrupt state, a corrupt voting state. And the Republicans ought to get smart and demand on voter ID. They ought to demand maybe same-day voting and all of the other things that you have to have a safe election. But I won Minnesota 3 times, and I didn't get credit for it. I did so well in that state every time. The people were crying.
Yeah, absolutely, in his opinion. And finally, Trump made his position crystal clear, proving that his priority is protecting law enforcement, not anybody else. Play the clip.
Of agitators, and we will always be protecting ICE, and we're always going to be protecting our Border Patrol and our law enforcement. Yeah.
I want to be crystal clear about something. All right, he has no idea about what legitimately happened. He's hearing only one side, even though he saw what he saw. And I know that he knows what he knows, but he's still going to stick with this because he needs to protect Kash Patel, he needs to protect Kristi Noem, and he needs to protect Tom Homan. This entire ICE scenario, the death of Renee Nicole Good, must never be forgotten. And do not tell me that this is a law enforcement protection. It is not. They're out of control, and we need to make sure it stops. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.